So you're probably looking at the M1 Mac Mini wondering, is the M1 Mac Mini worth it? Let me just say, yes. The M1 Mac Mini is worth it because, number one, for the average user, it's going to last a long time. Number two, you're getting a lot of power for the money with the M1 chip. And reason number three, it's the cheapest way you can get into Mac OS Big Sur, which I've had a joy using. However, I think you might want to reconsider buying an M1 Mac Mini if you don't need a computer right away, and let me tell you why. I think you might want to reconsider because of peripherals. When you buy the M1 Mac Mini, what do you get? You get the M1 Mac Mini naked, not afraid. You just get the M1 Mac Mini, which means you have to buy your own keyboard, your own mouse, your own monitor, your own webcam, and your own speakers. And that can significantly add to the cost if you want to get nice versions of them. And to be honest, when you buy a Mac computer, you get nice versions of that. When you get a MacBook, you get a really nice screen. When you get an iMac, you get a really nice screen. And the MacBooks come with nice trackpads and nice keyboards. And the iMac comes with a decent, well, the mouse isn't really that comfortable, but it comes with a really good keyboard and a usable webcam. I feel that when you add in all the costs of nice peripherals, it's not as sweet of a deal, I guess you could say. For example, in my case, the Mac Mini was $700. The monitor I bought was another $700. The mouse I bought was $100, the keyboard was $100, and I just have whatever Logitech webcam that I had lying around, which was probably like $30-40. Just that right there, 700 plus 700, we got 1,400 plus another 100 and another 100. We're at $1,600. For example, if I go to the Apple website, if you want to buy, let's say the base iMac, which is a 21.5-inch monitor, the price goes from $1,100 to $1,500. So this setup was a little more expensive than that. Now, I wouldn't recommend buying these, but assuming that the prices are going to stay somewhat around that ballpark, you might just want to wait. Not only might it be a little more expensive to buy an M1 Mac Mini and then all the peripherals, but doing this kind of feels a little less Apple. Doing this, what I mean by that is buying this Mac Mini and then buying the peripherals feels a little less Apple-like. Let me explain to you why. I am not great with cable management. Let me show you what the heck is happening under this desk. I know, I can probably do a better job. But this is what I'm working with. Let me make it a little more clear for you. This is what I'm working with. This is a mess. This is not cool. But this is the reality. I know I could do a better job at cable management, but the reality of the situation is that if I were to have an iMac, I wouldn't have that. I'd have one, maybe two cables. I'd have the power cable and I'd have the Ethernet cable. That's it. Another thing that causes this setup to be a little less Apple-like is the fact that you're going to have little glitches here and there, or at least your potential for glitches is higher. For example, sometimes I put this Mac Mini to sleep, give it a little hot cocoa and a bedtime story, and when I wake it up, the aspect ratio sometimes is off. So sometimes I can't even select anything, like it won't click on anything, and then the aspect ratio is off, so I can only use part of the screen. So I'll then either have to put the Mac Mini to sleep, which I was doing, but then this last time that happened, I couldn't make it go to sleep, so then I just had to turn off the monitor and turn it back on. Not a huge deal, but it's not very Apple-like. Another little thing like that is when I first got my monitor, it came with speakers. I didn't mind the speakers, so I was like, you know what, I'll just use the speakers that come with the monitor. However, it's kind of a pain in the butt to use the volume because the volume buttons on the keyboard wouldn't raise or lower the volume, so I'd actually have to raise and lower the volume using the monitor, and some monitors, you have to dig through the settings to do so. Same thing with the brightness. If I want to lower the brightness because I'm in a dark room, I can't just tap. Oh, whoops. I can't just tap and make the brightness go down. I actually have to press the button, go through the settings, lower the volume, get out of the menu, and then I can use my computer with a lower brightness. That doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but I'm just saying it's a little less Apple-like. Those are the reasons why I think you might want to reconsider. Number one being price, and number two being seamlessness, right? If you want things to be as seamless as possible, you're better off buying an iMac. The caveat is the iMacs that are currently out right now don't have the M1 chip. The silicone chip that's inside this M1 Mac Mini is obviously going to be the future. I don't know if that's going to be the chip they run with in the new iMacs, or if they're going to do something else. But that's the caveat that you can't buy any. There's no iMac I would recommend right now because of that, because they're all running Intel. So if you can wait, wait. If you can't wait and you really want the M1 Mac Mini, despite what I just told you, I don't think that's a super bad option. I've been enjoying my Mac Mini myself. And if you want me to list out the positives of having an M1 Mac Mini as a first-time Mac user, like the video. That seems super random. If you want to see a video talking about the positives of the M1 Mac Mini, let me know. Give me a like. If you will like the video, don't forget to like it. If you want to see more, subscribe. If you want to help support the channel, please click on my Amazon affiliate links. You can buy the M1 Mac Mini there. You can buy whatever the heck you want. It really supports your channel when you click on it and buy something. If not, I still love you. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.